Hello, this tutorial will show you how to set up a learner meeting with those students that are in your tutor group to help them develop their independent learning plan. So, the first thing we need to do is search for our student that we want to create a meeting for, and we do this by going to search in students or using this left hand pane here and selecting your tutor group. Just going to use our test student here, Harry Potter. Okay, and once we click Harry Potter's name, we know that he's going to come up in the tab again. And then we need to go down to meetings and comments. This is the section that we're concerned with. And you'll see that the progress review with personal tutor, there might be a couple of meetings already scheduled. Now, the first time you do a one-to-one, you might want to click on the October the 8th entry and then change the date of this using the calendar, so the actual date that you did the one-to-one on. And then also add in the location, so your tutor room. You can add the time and the duration in minutes, and you can link it to enrolment, so you can say whether you were discussing a specific course or not. Otherwise, during your discussion in one-to-ones, you might set a series of SMART targets. Now, these SMART targets can be recorded in here, and you can set a review date, so when the next time you're going to review them, say a week or 2 weeks in advance. And remembering that it has to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. So they might have to complete the early sections of their individual learning plan. By the 24th of September in this case. And then you can add any additional comments. Okay, and then you can link this to a category which might be academic. Most of the time will be academic, but sometimes might be literacy or numeracy. And then you can add this, and then the student will be able to see this SMART target when they log in. And I'll show you what that looks like in a second. So you can see that we've got a SMART target here, and if you press more, that will expand it. And then you can also mark whether it's been achieved or not at future meetings. Okay, so just scrolling down, you've also got brief one-to-one meeting notes, so you might talk about strengths and areas of development. And then there might be some other discussions that take place perhaps about UCAS or thinking about the future. And so you've got some how am I doing so far, and then you'll also be able to see this teacher comments from learning conversations. So these are comments that staff members have made previously against the student and then have flagged them up to come up in your one-to-one conversations. As you can see, we've just got some test teacher comments there, and you can see that some of them say complete and not complete. Now, you should be able to click the box, but to be able to tick the box, you have to press more, go to edit, and that allows you to edit this frame, and then you can click complete and then hit save. Okay, and that says it's complete, and it won't come up in future meetings. Ones that aren't complete will come up in future meetings as they're ongoing. You can also track all the learner comments, that whether they're completed or not, in the learner comments section just over here. I'm just going to stay on this page for a moment because I haven't saved the meeting as it happened. Okay, so I'm just going to save this. So the meeting data is saved successfully, and we'll see down here that it's changed it to October the 15th. And so if we go into that learner comment section now, we can see that all his comments are there, whether they've been completed or not. And you can use this send to Word button, and that will send it to Microsoft Word, and you can print it out and get the student to sign it to say that they've read it. Now, to create your own progress review with personal tutor without using one that's already been made, you need to go into Manage Learner Meetings. Now inside there you'll see all the meeting dates that you've had so far, and you can go down to here and click Add, or before you do that, select your meeting type. So progress review with personal tutor will be a one-to-one. You can set a time and a meeting date, so make sure that it's in the future, and then you can add that in. Okay, so we see that it's added it down there onto their progress review with personal tutor section. And if I go into Harry's profile here, at the moment I'm just on his SMART targets page. If I refresh that, we'll see that the one that we've just made has come up, and so he can review it as he goes along, and he can edit and add comments as necessary. And you can also see that he's got this meeting scheduled in for November the 12th. and that's where the information will go for them. You can also see the information that was logged for October the 15th. So that's how you schedule one-to-one meetings using the Progress Review of Personal Tutor option inside Manage Learner Meetings. And that's a bit about what it will look like on the student side as well. Thanks for listening.